scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United cyan trunks with blue trim, Undisputed Champion, the Rockstar. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
We see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just cannot wait for this fight to get on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That counter punch caught him clean. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Everybody's got their eye on the champion. You have to defend that belt. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The referee really thinking about stopping it. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punching. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Tried to score with a jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. George Groves stumbling backwards. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Big there. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. They miss with the jab. George grows. St. George is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom, different tactics.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Lucky that hook didn't score. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Way through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Now this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice job blocking the hook. This This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. That left hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter, one of the top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. Those fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that jab. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
On to the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That left hook missed. Perfect counter shot. Jab does not score. A lot of effort being exerted here. They got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right.
Here comes round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. Is off the charts. He just misses with that jab. George Groves stumbling backwards. Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Round 8, and we're off again. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship round. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, if not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Is he going to punch himself out there? Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Incredible work rate. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense, all the time. That big hook doesn't land. His stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Stamina is up. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one.
Whoa, Johnny! At some point, the corner has to say you're done. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Big swing and a miss with the hooks. The counter lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
Oh my God, Johnny! And he caught George Groves big there. Oh, George Groves finally crumbles to the canvas. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four, five, six.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Get up, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to...
The final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the...
There's the bell to start round 10. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Missing with that right hook. He threw a punch and referee calls time, and we'll look at the cut. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Rockstar gets dropped. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as he couldn't take it anymore. And down goes St. George. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still undisputed champion, the Rockstar.
There ain't no one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody? I got this. They say you can learn from your losses.